What's going on, guys? We are back once again, and we are going to be finally reviewing Ahsoka, the series, episode 1 and 2. So if you guys have not seen it, I highly recommend you click off the video. Also, if you guys did watch it, what was your thoughts on it? Let me know down in the comments down below. I know this video is a little late. I do apologize. But, with me working and among other things, I don't always have the time to review it immediately like some people do. So again, if you want to watch another reviewer, that's perfectly fine. But here's my review of Ahsoka, the series. Now, I will say this. I came in this very open-minded, very just hopeful. And no matter what you guys' thoughts are on Disney Star Wars right now, or even my own thoughts on it, which again, I have my own thoughts on it, I think they finally did something good. Again, people have their own issues with Dave Filoni as well, but again, I think we finally get something because we get to see how the one Morgan that Ahsoka fought in Mandalorian, she was in New Republic custody. She gets broken out by these new characters, Balin, and I think his Padawan, who they are. He was a Jedi. He ended up being lost in the Clone Wars, and then he came back. Now he has a Padawan learner, or a Padawan. They are both, I would say, Jedi dark side users who are being hired by Morgan to find Thrawn, and they are after this device that Ahsoka was able to find to be able to access across another galaxy to be able to get to Thrawn. Now, seeing the live action debut of Sabine and Hera and even Chopper, that was a sight to see. I will say I like seeing live action Chopper. I think seeing Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Hera, I think she did a good job of it. I'm kind of surprised they did not want to try to put her and Kanan's son in there. I was a little shocked on that because, again, with the way the last one ended, I was glad that we got to see the mural for everything, because I did not know if we were going to get that because of how the show's been. Then getting to see Sabine, they did a good job on that as well. It felt like Sabine. It looked like Sabine. The way Sabine was portrayed in the series, it did look like Sabine. It felt like Sabine. She's been keeping her herself. They still consider her as a commander. And she finally got to, we got to see how Ezra left her a message, how she was trained by Ahsoka for a little bit, and Ahsoka left her. We got a mention of Anakin. We also see how people are still loyal to the Empire, and how we got to see how Ahsoka went up against these droids, and then also about how she went to Sabine for help for this map, and how Sabine is still very rebellious, and at the same time how she resents Ahsoka for leaving her, and however much training she got from Kanan, and then also Ahsoka. It does look like she's rusty, so I think maybe when she gets around Ahsoka more and we start seeing her maybe train a little bit, we'll maybe be able to see what she learned from Kanan / Ezra / also Ahsoka. Same thing with, we get to see how Ahsoka has still been pretty much a loner. We still got Yin Yang, who was the droid youngling temple guard who would help with, training the younglings with their Jedi lightsabers, assembling the lightsabers, and now he's with Ahsoka, and he's going to be with Ahsoka and Sabine. And at the very tail end of episode 2, we get to see how Sabine finally, they did kind of have a samurai moment with her cutting off her hair, Mulan style. Same thing with what Kanan did in the series, so I think they paid remnants to that. Also with Sabine fighting off another dark side user, and then finding out how they're trying to build something to get to Thrawn, and then also with the dark side users being able to follow Sabine onto Lothal. And it was cool because there was a lot of moments in the beginning. It felt like that they mixed Rogue One with Vader's scene, and then also with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan arriving on the ship in Phantom Menace. I feel like they mixed the two for that first scene in episode 1, which was absolutely amazing. Seeing the probe droids in this episode really reminded me a lot of what Darth Maul did in Phantom Menace as well. So there was a lot of throwback and a lot of, hints from the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy, which I am very excited about. This felt like Star Wars. It really did. Between the lightsaber fights, between the way these characters moved, the way they acted, you knew that they were these characters. You knew that was Ahsoka. Which again, I have my doubts about Rosario Dawson, but at the same time, I think Rosario Dawson has done a good job with the issues that have been given and what she was given for this character. I think Hera's doing a good. I think getting Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Hera is a good job. Same thing with Sabine. It felt like these characters. It really did. And seeing, the first time for live action Ezra, it's going to be interesting seeing him come back. We get to see, Sabine fight the Padawan on Lothal, which of course she loses, and that's how they, of course, to get the map as well. Now, again, I'm not going fully in order here, guys. This is just mainly my review of the series so far and what do I think. And honestly, I enjoyed myself. I really did. I did not think I was going to enjoy myself. There was a lot of different rumors I heard about this series. If it bombs, are a lot of Star Wars fans going to, go away? Or if it's amazing, if there's still hope. Honestly, I think that this show is going to do better than Obi-Wan. I think it's going to do better even more than Mandalorian. I think it's going to do better, even better than Boba Fett. The reason why I say that is because of this is Dave Filoni's baby. This is his baby. Ahsoka is his baby. He created the character. He wants the character to succeed. And at the same time, he knows that this character needs to, thrive. And especially with, the Clone Wars and the Rebels show backing this series up. So if you have watched it, you'll definitely know more about Ahsoka. Same thing with the Rebels like Sabine and Hera and Zeb and Chopper. That will definitely help you be able to relate to these characters a little bit more. If you haven't, then you may not know as much about these characters' history like you would if you're going in straight into Ahsoka and you never watched those shows. But overall, I think this show will do very well. If they keep the same tone, they will be able to continue how good they did. Some people may not like this. Other people may or may not, depending on your own preference. Personally, I do like this show so far. I'm praying that this does not flop. I'm praying that they keep the same tone. I'm praying this doesn't change. I'm praying they don't do something stupid. I'm praying they don't do any kind of cringe, woke, any of that bullshit that they want to put into Disney Star Wars or Disney in general. So, guys, what do you think about Ahsoka so far as a series? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it amazing? Is it what you were hoping for? Were you hoping for more? What were you wanting to see? What did you not get to see? Is this what you wanted? Is this not what you wanted? Please let me know down in the comments down below so we can have a great conversation about this. What is your overall thoughts? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you as always on the next one.